800 values for New Year human being, self-improving and self-refining. 417. What is included in cultivation is nature, love, and Tao. Understand nature and act at the core of your nature, and this is Buddha. Understand love and love others as deeply as you love yourself, and this is God. Understand Tao and act in accordance with Tao, and this is celestial being. 418. Entering heaven or going to hell has nothing to do with color, sound, scent, taste, touch, and dharma. Life is a spiritual non-material structure. The core issue lies in the non-material structure of life. If the structure is perfect, then the life can go to heaven. But if the structure is ugly, the life must go to hell. To change the non-material structure, one must start from the sublimation of soul and the perfection of consciousness. Therefore, the core of cultivation is none other than the sublimation of soul and the perfection of consciousness. 419. Acting at the core of your nature means doing things according to the requirements of your soul, which is somewhat similar to follow your feelings. The universe is holographic. All character and nature is within the operation of Tao and within the control of Tao. Acting at the core of your character is actually acting by following Tao. Everything takes its due position and everything takes charge of its due responsibility. Acting according to nature means that you should not force yourself to do something. If you act as accords your nature, you will have a limpid character and nature. You will have nothing to feel regret for, and you will finally achieve complete truth. Do whatever your soul calls on you to do, and listen to the voice of your inner world, and you will certainly hear an especially distinct voice from the complicated being. Then just conduct according to its requirements, and see what the result will be like. In this way, you can feel reassured in what you are doing. 420. Acting on the core of your nature is a far cry from following your inclination. Following one's nature is to follow his own endowment and inherent nature, while following one's mind is to follow one's desire in mind. Those who are on the right way will not cause harm to other people when they follow their own inclinations, while those who are not on the correct way will incur endless trouble when they follow their inclinations. 421. In approaching anything, we should take things as they are, associated with others by following the predestined relations, acting in accordance with our nature, and take advantage of the opportunities as they arise. This is the way of nature. We should take things as they are and should not impose high standards for the environment. We should associate with others by following the predestined relations and should not escape from the good and bad predestined relations. We should act in accordance with our nature and should not restrain and restrict anyone's nature character. We should take advantage of opportunity as they arise and should neither reach for what is beyond our grasp nor miss the good opportunity. 422. People whose individualities are in less conflict with calmness are more pleasant and happier, have calmer mood, and are easier to succeed in cultivating the way of celestial being and the way of Buddha. People whose individualities are in great conflict with calmness may end in monsters, demons, and goblins, and devils and ghosts. 423. When in adversity, do not halt your steps of progress and harbor resentment, anger, and complaints. 424. When conducting self-improvement and self-refining, you should combine values with practice. Values divorced from practice are only cliques, idle theorizing, and self-deception. No matter how long we have engaged in self-improving or self-refining, and no matter how many profound principles we have understood, if values are not practically applied in our daily lives, they are all useless empty talks for flaunting and sweetening purposes. 425. No matter what we do, we should do a good job once we have started it. We should complete the job without leaving anything unfinished. We should not perform our duty in a perfunctory manner. We should not harbor the mentality of almost finished, and we should not adopt a fudging attitude. We should try to fully exert our talents in everything we do. 426. The more ordered we are, the more efficient and healthy we will be. The more ordered we are, the more leisure time and entertainment time we will have. Therefore, we must ensure order in consciousness, plan, work, division of labor, daily life, diet, entertainment, and advancement and retreat. In this way, we can cut down many useless actions in our path of life and life. 427. There is always a way out. The two poles are transferable. Things were developed in the opposite direction when they become extreme. Put yourself in a desperate situation and you will fight with all your might for victory. Putting yourself in a desperate situation may involve heart-rending anguishes. But the nirvana of Phoenix will have to undergo the baptism of fire, otherwise there would be no chances for thorough remodeling, and you may still be immortal. Without death there would be no birth, and death and birth share the same root. If the mortal mind does not die, how can the immortal mind come into being? If the predestined worldly relations do not perish, how can the relations with immortals be formed? If the human life does not come to an end, how can the immortal life begin? If the traditional family does not disappear, how can the second home come into being?